What's up, you guys? Bryce, aka Brusta Jablonca here. Very unfortunate news for this video. Something in OBS just literally shit the bed right before we were recording this, and seemingly Kaleb's mic is too loud, my mic didn't connect. It's just, the audio in this video is just a complete disaster, and I am beyond sorry for that. This video is amazing. I shouldn't say was. It is still an amazing video, and I really hope that you guys can just understand that this was completely out of my control at this point, and I hope you guys still really enjoy this video. It was awesome, and hopefully we can have Cooper back soon. So, yeah, enjoy the video. Jack Podcast. My name's Bryce, aka Brusta Jablonca. I'm here with
Kaleb or War Monkey 75, and we're here with
Cooper.
Let's go.
Back,
Let's go.
One of our best videos from last year had Cooper in it. We were ranking rappers. Pretty awesome.
My number one's too predictable.
Well, I had honestly forgot until you said it, so it was surprising until I had remembered it. I went, oh, yeah.
Bryce actually bought me a canvas of Youngboy, who's my number one, and it was hanging up in my college dorm room, and it's still in my room right now. So
I know there's a picture of some naked guy behind it, too, somewhere.
Oh yeah, I thought you were saying that like, there was a picture of you naked behind it. No, my boy Chris, he played football at that point, and then he ended up going to just go make money in construction and real estate. But yeah, he had underwear on, all right.
Oh, okay.
And for you guys who are trying to imagine this right now, you guys are a little lost. He's standing up just in his underwear with this canvas right in front of his swimsuit area, so it looks like he's butt booty naked, but in reality, he has underwear on. I promise.
It was kind of like in the dark too, so it was a little eerie. Yeah. So we're gonna do some Q&A today. Get to catch up with Cooper. We're gonna do some blind ranking. That's what we're doing in September.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do our top 10 fantasy quarterbacks for this year. So we'll start with Q&A. I'll start. What's your favorite video game?
Ooh, College Football 25. I haven't even played it, but that's gonna be my number one.
I'm so excited to play that.
Seriously. Hey, I'm looking for a new Xbox. I just drove like an hour south of here yesterday morning to pick one up, and the dude no-showed and then blocked me on Facebook. Wow. And I was like, dude, first of all, sorry, a little off-topic
No,
time.
you can go.
I wake up 30 minutes later. I'm driving down here, right? This was like totally like wasn't planned whatsoever. So I drive down there. Beautiful drive, right? I get down there at this Burger King, and this dude texts me. He's like, yo, I got to run to the hospital. It'll be really quick. Don't even worry about it. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. I sit in this Burger King parking lot in a town of like 3,000 people for 45 minutes. I message him, yo, I'm in this whatever car backed into the spot. Let me know when you're here. Message doesn't send. I'm like, all right, bro. Message one of my boys on Facebook. I'm like, yo, I sent like a bunch of laughing emojis to what he sent me like 2 weeks ago. A little late, but whatever. Just to see if it would send. It sends, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I just made like this hour and 5-minute drive for no reason. Moral of the story, no Xbox, 2 hours and like 15 minutes of drive time, and I was not happy. But hey, if any of you guys are selling a next-gen Xbox, preferably Series S, I'm not trying to drop like $300 on Series X, you let me know. Let me know.
Yeah, I saw it on your story that your Xbox was just not turning on anymore.
Yeah, it was tough.
Oh.
It's the way of the road.
All right. What is your go-to brunch spot?
Ooh,
Big
Mickey's Dairy Bar downtown, right across from Camp Randall. That place is gas.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever been there.
Really good.
What is your favorite movie of all time? Tough question, but
It's actually like not that tough. Can I give like a top 3?
yeah, do your Letterboxd 4. You know what that means? Just your top 4 movies.
Okay.
On Letterboxd, you can in your profile you put your top 4 movies.
All right, top 4. I'm gonna go. Remember the Titans. Love football movies. That's my number 1. That's my 1A. My 1B is The Notebook. I'll cry every time, every single time. I just can't not cry to that movie. Number 3 is Name of the Game, which is a movie, a true story about the De La Salle High School football program in California. Really good movie. And then number 4 is going to be 21. It's a movie about these college students who learn how to play blackjack and they learn how to count cards. It's a really good movie. Those are my top four.
Alrighty.
We'll mix everything.
If you could own any sports car, what would it be?
That's a good question. I have to go with some sort of like Ferrari. Like if I had to pick one, that Ferrari's
Okay.
gonna be up there.
I'm trying to get Bryce some free. Who's your favorite rapper at the moment? Is it still?
No, I'm kind of growing out of my young boy phase. I'm starting like, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy listening to his music. But at some point, you gotta grow up and stop listening to all this like terrible stuff.
End of an era, really.
We're fading. We're getting out of the prime. But I'm starting to grow up and grow out of that like violence in every single song. So I might have to go with a little Bryce and Tiller. I really enjoy Big Sean, Drake, Team Drake all the way. He low-key did get worked in those diss tracks.
Yeah, I was gonna say he got destroyed,
But I'm still a fan of his music. So I might have to go Drake and Bryson Tiller might have to be my top two. Jeezy's up there too.
nice.
Jeezy's underrated. This album's from like 2014. These Things Happen. Fire album.
If you could be the GOAT at any sport,
Ooh. See, I'm a big football guy.
mm-hmm.
And so I think part of me wants to say football, and then the other part of me wants to say baseball. Because if I'm the GOAT at baseball in this area, I'm making bank.
I was gonna say baseball players
Yep.
make so much goddamn money.
Seriously. Because it's like there's no salary cap. And so owners can just pay whatever they want.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so baseball players, there's no salary caps. Like, for example, the Los Angeles Dodgers, it should be the Dollars, have like the highest payroll. It's either them or the Yankees have the highest payroll in MLB at like, it's really high. It's like 300 something $million. And the Brewers are at like,
We're very low.
are like $102 million. Like they have triple our payroll. The Yankees this offseason spent like $1.1 billion in free agency. And that's not all spending it on like 1 year of contracts. That's like multiple dudes signing like 10 years.
Oh my
Like, I
God.
want to say they signed Juan Soto to like a 10-year, $400 million contract.
Yeah.
So, but honestly, I'm going to say football just because I enjoy football too much. I don't think you can make money in baseball, but there's only so much money that can make you happy. So I'm gonna say football.
Yeah, that's like my least favorite thing about baseball, I think, is the salary cap. Because it's just like,
It's frustrating.
yeah. Let's see. What's your favorite Marvel movie, if you have one?
That's tough because like I don't watch a ton of Marvel movies, but if I had to pick one, it's probably gonna be. Huge Marvel fans are gonna hate me, but it's gonna be one of the newer Spider-Man movies.
That's fine.
I just enjoy watching them. Probably Spider-Man. Is it No Way Home?
With all three of them? With all three of them in it.
That one was good. The first one was good. I'll probably just sit with those two.
Okay.
Those two, the first and second of the newer Spider-Mans are up there.
Nice.
If you could meet any celebrity, who would it be?
I'm deciding between two people. It's Nick Saban and Tom Brady. Love football way too much to not talk with any of them. I could listen to those two guys talk for hours.
You excited for his broadcasting debut?
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be fun to listen to.
Yeah.
One of my favorite documentaries is a Tom Brady documentary that was on Hulu. Man, I flew through that. But yeah, it'd be Tom Brady or Nick Saban. Those would be my top two.
Nice. Have you watched the Receiver Show yet?
No, I've been meaning to. I've been stuck on Suits right now and I'm almost done with season 5, so I've been just cruising through Suits.
Yeah, one of these days I'm probably just gonna binge every episode of the Receiver Show. 'Cause
Seriously.
it looks good. I see all the Devontae Adams
Clips
stuff.
of him just hating on the Raiders. It's so
Yeah.
funny.
I'm gonna get killed out here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Who's your favorite fantasy opponent?
Oh man, that's gotta be Paulette. Me and Paulette have been friends for like, I was a freshman in high school and he was a sophomore, and I was in his math class because I was just like good at math, and so I helped him get like a B+ in that class. So we just like been friends for a while, hung out. And so it had to be Paulette because we just talked the most ish out of I feel like anyone.
Yeah, you guys do.
Yeah.
Like the group chat. Crazy.
What is your least favorite NFL logo?
Oh, that's tough. Cause I really, honestly, I like the Bears and I like the simplicity of theirs. I like the Lions. On and the Giants is so like old school. Like it's been there for so long that it's like you almost can't hate on it. Even though it really, I feel like it doesn't have any meaning to being the Giants.
I like the bear.
Yeah, that one's
Like the
sick.
C is fine, but like
I like the Vikings logo. That one is just like nostalgic almost. If I had to pick one, it'd probably be like the Cardinals.
I was just thinking that. It's so boring. Like
Yeah, it's so boring and it's everywhere. Which, granted, I understand. Like the Cardinals are like, it starts with the Cardinals and all the college high school teams pick it from
Yeah.
there.
Exactly.
It's not like it's all the high school teams and the Cardinals are like, you know what, we're gonna copy that. Like that's not how that works.
And then they
But
recolor it to like green or something.
yeah, but I think I'd have to go with the Cardinals or the Commanders.
Yeah, Commanders are pretty bad. You know
Oh,
what logo
yeah.
sucks? And that just came out? The new Clippers logo. Have you seen that yet?
I've seen glimpses of it. I just can't remember it.
Yeah, it's not. I can look it up right now. Because the old one was just classic. Like,
Their new arena for the Clippers is gonna be nuts.
yeah.
Yeah, like I don't even understand the mindset behind it.
It was like something about like
A boat.
like,
It's a
yeah, I was
boat.
gonna say it's something about sailing or something. It's like what? But yeah. Let's see. Favorite horror movie.
It is up there just because it's like nostalgic. But actually, you know what? It's up there, but my number one is gonna be either of the Halloween movies. I love all the Halloween movies. Halloween Ends.
Go.
All
Let's
of those.
go.
Those are all of them.
He's in the room with us.
They're just inspirational. He's relentless.
Yeah.
What is your favorite energy drink?
I'm gonna go with Excess. Excess is energy drink that's like really healthy for you. There's no sugar. It's got a bunch of vitamins and minerals in it. They're really expensive. It's like $38 for a pack of 12.
Oh,
Yeah, but you can really only find them through Amway. They're not sold in stores. They're not like sold in bulk or anything like that. They're like Target or Walmart or anything like that. But if I had to find something that was like widely available, it'd probably be like a Rain Orange Dreamsicle. Those would probably be up there. I've only had those a couple times, but those are good.
Yeah. I like the. I don't know what rain flavor it is. I'm not even gonna try to think about it. All right. So I got a couple fantasy questions because fantasy's coming up.
Oh yeah,
Someone you want in your division this year.
Forrest, he sucks.
Clipping that.
I'd have to put Bryce in there too because it's just fun to have competition.
Yeah.
But Forrest will give me a couple nice wins.
You don't want Jeffrey in your division.
Nah, Jeffrey will take some like ass players and still like make them play
Somehow,
well.
man.
And I'm like, dude,
He
how?
had the worst wide receiver core I've ever seen last year and still had 7 wins. It was crazy.
Seriously.
What is your favorite helmet in the NFL?
I'm gonna have to think about this one. Honestly, I really like the Bengals whiteout helmet.
That is like one of the first ones I think of.
That
I was
was the
like,
very first one that popped up in my head. But the that's up there, and then the I'll give you 3. The Bengals whiteout helmet.
yeah.
The Vikings whiteout helmet is sick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but just anything whiteout's just so good, honestly.
And then I really like the Panthers helmet. Their colorway is sick, and I really like their helmet as well. So Panthers, Vikings whiteout, and Bengals whiteout. Those are my 3.
I really like the Tampa creamsicle with the player with the sword and snow.
Oh man, because now you're bringing up like the Tennessee Oilers jerseys. Yeah, those are
really
sweet.
All right, favorite fast food.
Okay, are we counting like Qdoba is fast food, or is that kind of like casual
sure.
sit down?
I'd say that's fast food because I don't really like eat there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'd say Qdoba's up there. Like, this is a heated debate. Qdoba or Chipotle? I'm going Qdoba. Chipotle is a higher quality, but Qdoba, you're getting more for what
I
you
was
pay
gonna
for.
say I feel like Chipotle's gone down a lot recently.
Well, it's like Chipotle. I feel like the quality of their food is really good, but their prices are crazy, and I'm just not trying to pay that. So I'm gonna go Qdoba for the debate between those two. But my number one, love Cane's.
Yeah, I know you're a big Cane.
Yeah.
Cane's and Dave's Hot Chicken. I haven't eaten it as much because my skin breaks out when I eat it because it's super oily and fatty, and then I just feel like fat as shit when I eat it. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on the podcast.
You can swear, I don't care.
Okay. I feel like fat as shit whenever I eat Cane's, or Dave's not as much, but more so Cane's, because there's like nothing healthy with that meal besides like the chicken, and even that's fried. But I'd probably say Qdoba, Cane's, or Dave's. Those would be my top three.
So we can try Dave's.
That's good.
All right. One thing you'd want changed in our fantasy league can be a rule, can be a point system, can be.
I feel like this is so petty, but I was just gonna say like each person has to document them watching a minimum of like 3 NFL games in a season. Because then it ups your football knowledge. It just makes things
Yeah.
more fun because you're actually like getting to know certain players. That 3 football games that aren't a part of your favorite team. So like if someone's a Bears fan, they can't just watch 3 Bears football games. They have to watch 3 teams that aren't the Chicago Bears. That would probably be one, which it'd be tough, but I think it would be fun to do.
Yeah. I'm trying to get more watch parties.
Yeah.
Like, for the house. Just like randomly like, yo, you guys want to come watch Red Zone or something?
No, that would be fun.
Like especially like the first week of the playoffs when it's the 8 games going on or whatever.
Yeah.
That'd be so fun.
I think that would be really fun. I always enjoy the games that are like towards the middle of fall, like mid to late September is just such a vibe, especially with the new layout of college football as well, with the super conferences and all these games are going to be absolutely just nuts. And those late night games, those are going to be so much fun to watch and then wake up and just watch NFL.
I cannot believe they have Wisconsin Bama at 11.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's
At
tough.
11 a.m.?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
'Cause it's 2 big name brands, which granted, UW has been great the last 2 or 3 years. Like they've been mediocre,
Yeah.
slightly above
They have,
mediocre.
like, one of the best recruiting classes coming into like 2025 though. I think
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
Like, top 4 right now.
It depends. Sometimes they're, because with UW they've gotten a lot of early commits, but when you have, so like Rutgers at one point was like number 6 in the country,
Yeah.
and they didn't have that many 5 or 4 stars. They didn't have any 5 stars, but they had like 23 commits,
Yeah.
and so because of that, it goes on a point system. So like Alabama could have 8 5-stars committed, and Rutgers could have 23 commits of just 3 stars and like maybe 4 4-stars, and they'd be ranked above Bama. But when you look at things, people would say Bama probably has a better recruiting class right now, but it's on a point system. So like the more players you have, the more points you accumulate. So the Badgers have like 21 commits, I want to say right now. So right now they're pretty high. I want to say they're like top 12 or top 10.
Yeah.
But as we kind of get through and you see more of these top, because I want to say out of the top 10 receivers in the 25 class, only 2 of them are committed. So as you see more of those guys commit, you'll also see teams rise and teams fall. And the Badgers will be one of those teams that fall just because they don't have the amount of 5 stars that other teams do.
Yeah.
So right now, our recruiting class looks really, really good.
Yeah.
However, in the next few months or so, you'll start to see that start to fall. They'll probably still finish as like a top 20, a top 18 class.
There's a lot more 4-stars than we usually get though.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think
Fickle's
we-
cooking.
I don't know if we have too many 5. There's like maybe 1.
No, not any 5 stars yet. We've gotten
We'll
2.
probably get some offensive linemen or some shit.
Yeah, we've gotten 2 5-stars in the last like 8 years, and they were both offensive linemen that didn't pan out. One of them was Logan Brown from Michigan.
Well, wasn't the one quarterback at 5 too? Go to Florida. I forgot his name.
Miami. Graham Mertz.
Yeah.
No, he was a high 4-star. He was like a top 5
Okay.
pocket passing quarterback in his class.
That was
He was a high 4-star.
wild time period. Grammy Heisman when he like went off against Illinois. And then he was
He had
just
like one incompletion the whole game, and it was a drop.
Yeah.
He would have been so much better in the offense that the Badgers run now. Because, I mean, you look at the success he had in high school, and the All-American game in San Antonio. He had 5 touchdowns. He won MVP. He had like 5 touchdowns on like 11 throws or something.
That's crazy.
And he balled out because it was a spread offense. And then you come to UW, and well, granted, the offense was successful, but it was tough for a quarterback to get into a rhythm because it's handoff. You haven't thrown play action. All right, now I want you to turn your head and see exactly where the defense is and make a decision. So it can be tough, but I think it would have been so much better in the offense that the UW runs right now.
Yeah, I agree. Do you have any more questions?
I got one more.
Let's do it.
Hope this doesn't spoil anything, but what is the team you're looking forward to seeing in the you're most excited for this NFL season?
NFL season.
I've got a prominent answer for that. I know I'm not answering this, but
No. You can answer it too. I'm gonna go honestly. I'm a huge Packers fan. I'm gonna go with the Bears. I love the Packers, but I'm a huge football fan. And I think the Bears. I really want to see them play well because I think when you have a division of like the Packers, the Lions, and the Bears, and they're all like really solid, like all 10-win plus teams, it's gonna be so much fun to watch.
it's so weird having the Vikings not be in that conversation for
Mm-hmm.
once.
Yeah.
And I think honestly, the Vikings 2 years from now, so not this season, not the next season, but that 2026 season, there'll be another team that's really competitive. And I think the NFC North will probably be the best division in football. Because by that time, Jared Goff will probably be traded or he'll be retired. I don't think he'll be retired because he's making bank right now. He's making like $53 million a year.
Yeah, he'll go for probably another 4 years, I bet.
Yeah. And I think eventually it'll be Hendon Hooker's turn. I'm a huge Hendon Hooker fan. Balled out Tennessee. Really a big fan of him. And then it'll be his turn unless they like have a really, really bad year and they want to take a quarterback really high up. But they took Hendon Hooker in the second round after he blew out his knee for a reason. And I think he's a stud. So, but I'm going to go. My answer is going to be the Bears. And then it'd probably be the Texans after that. But I'm going to go with the Bears. What's
Texans
your team?
is my number one.
Yeah.
I consistently keep forgetting things that they got. Like, I forgot Joe Mixon's on their team now. Like, that's crazy. And they have Diggs. I know Diggs isn't as good anymore, but like
He's still a dude.
He's like a third option. Like, that's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
All right, last question. This is something you don't have to answer, but I would like an answer by the end of the video. So you won our consolation bracket. What's your pick this year?
I don't know. That's tough. Because I haven't done any research on like what the top pick is going to be.
Okay.
Or like what the...
You don't have to give me a firm answer by the end, but just a thought.
Yeah, because I mean, you have your Justin Jeffersons, you have your Christian McCaffreys, you have Jamar Chase, who's probably going to bounce back year with Burrow being back. Burrow's look good. His wrist flexions look good during the preseason stuff. Not preseason, but fall camp, summer camp. Your OTAs, his wrist flexion apparently looked really good, which was the biggest question mark about his surgery. Because people will get that wrist surgery to fix it, and their wrists will just be really stiff. Which playing quarterback doesn't always hurt, because when throwing a spiral, you want like a strong wrist. Because once it starts bending, that's when you get a really bad spiral. Yeah, so I think Jamar Chase could have a good year. Obviously, you have Tyreek. As much of a Packers fan that I am, none of their receivers are going to be like a top 15 PPR receiver.
No.
But that's good for us because we just have so many weapons.
Yeah, so
Never
like
know who
as
to
a
go
Packer
after.
fan, it's great.
Yeah.
But I'd even say you could put Josh Jacobs in like that top 12 conversation, top 15.
I can't believe that he has not one receiving touchdown in his career.
Seriously?
Yes.
I didn't even know that.
He has, going into next year, he will be a top 2 running back with the most receptions in the NFL, not a single receiving touchdown.
I think the Packers are going to do a great job of utilizing him. So yeah, I think when he was in Vegas, I'm a huge Antonio Pierce fan. Their head coach.
Yeah, he's great.
Love him. I really think he embodies kind of that Raiders culture, but at the same time, they just weren't in the spot to really like utilize him optimally. I don't know what the word is I'm trying to think of.
No,
they couldn't optimize his abilities as well because it's like, yes, you have Devontae Adams, but your quarterback situation's iffy to where you can't get Devontae Adams the ball that consistently. So teams are going to kind of key on Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Woo.
Hype.
Excuse me.
All right. You want to pull out the paper for some blind rankings?
Yeah.
I made 2 blind rankings for both of you.
Sweet.
Or 1 each, sorry. But I made 2 overall.
Thank you.
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of like geared each one separately. I made a all-time quarterback one for you, and I made a fictional character one for you.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll start with Cooper's quarterback one.
All right,
If you want to chime in, you can. I don't know if you know as many of these quarterbacks.
Probably not.
Just because, yeah.
All right, let
So-
me get this 8, 9, 10 done real quick.
So
Alright,
I
I'm ready.
purposely picked not like Hall of Fame players, but like retired good players.
Okay.
So these are all like retired pretty solid players, I'd say.
Okay, let's do it.
First quarterback, we got Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Are there any Hall of Famers on this list?
There's one arguable one, maybe.
Okay. All right. I'm going to write this down, and then I'll talk about it at the end. Is that
Okay.
cool? Or do you want me to read off where I'm putting them?
How about you read it off, and then at the end,
We'll
can
go
go through your like the one you want.
All right.
But just for now, this is
All right. Ryan Fitzpatrick. Fitzmagic, baby. He's going at 6.
Okay.
He's going to go at 6. He made an impact everywhere he went, so I'll leave him at 6.
His Jets years were awesome.
Yeah. I loved him when he was with the Buccaneers, too.
Yeah, that was fun. All right, we got RG3.
RG3 was really exciting for the short amount of time he was actually playing in the league. But because of his short time in the league, since we're just going quarterbacks and not the person or personality himself, I think RG3 is going to go at 8 for me.
That's fair. His rookie year was great, though.
Yeah.
Jay Cutler.
See, as a Packers fan, Jay Cutler was great because he always fed Sam Shields football.
Yeah, he loved our colors.
Seriously. But honestly, you look at his career, the dude made a lot of money, and he honestly wasn't that bad.
Forget about his like Broncos run.
Yeah, so he's honestly, based on like the where we're going with quarterbacks, I probably should have put Fitzmagic a little bit higher, but he never really won anything. Was Jay Cutler the quarterback when they went to the Super Bowl, or was that Ryan Grossman? Rex Grossman, I can't remember his first name.
I think it was Rex Grossman.
Okay.
I don't think Cutler was there for the Super Bowl run. I know that he was there when they went to NFC Championship against us, and then he got hurt in that game, and then we
I'm
won.
gonna put Cutler at 5.
Okay. I'm very curious about this one. We got Cam Newton.
He has an MVP. He has a Super Bowl appearance, and he was dominant when he was in the league until his last couple of years, and was before he started like
Jumped on the football.
before he started typing all crazy on Instagram.
Did you see the Christian McCaffrey thing?
And this dude's tweaking out because he didn't get invited, and it's like, all right, bro, relax.
He was like, I didn't get invited to Christian McCaffrey's wedding, and then McCaffrey was like, yeah, Newton didn't text me for like 4 years. And then he replied in his dumbass text like, sorry, one love, or whatever. It's like, Jesus Christ. Anyways.
I think I gotta go Cam because he has an MVP. None of these players have an MVP yet. And he appeared in the Super Bowl, and none of these players appeared in the Super Bowl yet. I'm gonna put Super Cam at 3.
I think that's a fair read. Next one. Short run. We got Matt Flynn.
Matt Flynn, he's probably gonna go at 9 for me.
That's fair.
Just because as a Packers fan, I love him, especially for that game against the Lions or Cowboys. He had like 6 touchdown passes.
I think he had both those games.
Yeah.
He had like 6 touchdowns for that. It was crazy.
Yeah, but he didn't really do anything the rest of his career.
Yeah, no.
So
he got
he's
the
gonna
bag
go.
though from Seattle and then did nothing.
Yeah, seriously.
He got the bag and then they drafted Russ and then he got benched like that first year he was with them.
Matt Flynn, number 9.
Okay. I think he is retired now, so this works. Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater had a couple solid years with Minnesota, and now he's the head coach at like Northwestern High School in Miami, Florida, where he went to high school. But he didn't really do anything in the league. He had a couple of good years. I think he was a good solid backup quarterback. And he had multiple years of starting for the Vikings, to the best of my knowledge, if I remember correct. So I'm going to put him above RG3 and above Matt Flynn. He's going to go my number 7. Teddy B.
Now I think this was my arguable Hall of Fame.
Mhm.
You guys can chime in on this. I have Eli Manning.
Oh, yeah. He's got a... Because you said he's the only questionable Hall of Fame that you had in here, I feel like he's got to be my number 1. I think he'll be a Hall of Famer. 2 Super Bowl wins. Granted, he was kind of like a playoff merchant. He didn't really do much in the regular season. But 2 playoff wins, especially against that, at the time, was the 16, 17, 18-0 Patriots going for 19-0, or 17-0 going for 18-0.
Yeah.
No, it would have been 18 going for 19. So I think Eli Manning's got to be my number 1.
That's fair enough. Next up, we got Tony Romo.
Romo's going to go 2. I mean, actually, Super Cam's my 3. Romo never went to a Super Bowl. But I feel like he was he had the longevity over Cam. Cam went to a Super Bowl, and he had like one really, really good MVP year.
Yeah.
But I feel like Romo kind of like stretched out for a certain number of years.
Yeah.
And he wasn't as versatile as Cam was. He was definitely an old school pocket passing quarterback. He made some good plays. Dez never caught it. But
Quit farming that.
but yeah, sorry, Dez. I don't mean for you to catch any strays, but listen. If I wasn't a Packers fan, Dez probably caught it.
He 100% caught it.
As a Packers fan, he never
He
caught it.
100% caught it.
Tony Romo.
Of course, when it happened, no, he did not catch that.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Tony Romo, number 2. I got 2 slots left. I got my 4. I got my 10. So
I think you could play this out. Maybe. We'll see. Sam Bradford.
oh, he's going to my 10. He's going to my 10. Granted, when I was younger, I didn't watch as much football as I do now. I say younger, like I'm 19 right now. Bradford was in the league when I was like 6, 7. But because he was drafted in, he was number 1 overall pick in like 2010, and so that would have been when I was like 5, 6, 7, 8 that he was in the league. He never really did much. Granted, he got drafted to the Rams, and they had Brad Fisher as their head coach. I want to say
Jeff Fisher.
Jeff Fisher.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
He was the king of mediocrity.
Yeah,
He would just
seriously.
go like
He's
8 and 8
mid.
every year.
Mid.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, shit.
He
8
had
and
that
8.
short run with the Eagles that was like super weird.
Mm-hmm.
He was a Viking too. Remember? Because Bridgewater got hurt and then they traded for him like 2 days before the NFL season started. That was crazy. Anyways.
So he's gonna go. Bradford's gonna go in my 10.
Okay. Last quarterback. Definitely not a 4, so I'm sorry. But we got Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor, honestly, wouldn't be a bad 4.
Really? You think so?
He's been in the league for forever.
Yeah, he's got the longevity.
He's
I
similar
don't even know if
to.
he's retired actually, but
No, I don't think he is.
Excuse me. Stabbed in the lung with the Chargers, and that's how Herbert started.
Yeah. But I mean, like, you see where he goes, and he's never, like, ass. Like, there are some quarterbacks where they go, and they're just ass. What's his name? Nathan Peterman. Anywhere he goes, ass.
He's actually terrible at football.
Yeah, like, he was great in college, but as an NFL quarterback, he's not there. Tyson Batchin, I'm just throwing straight because he's a Bears quarterback, and I hate the way he throws the football. Ass. We're just going to start.
Someone in our league.
Tannehill, ass. I'm just kidding. Not Tannehill. Tannehill had a
say,
really
that's
good season with the Titans, and he's been really good his whole career.
They were
So.
the 1 seed that 1 year.
Yeah,
And then
that's
they lost in
nuts.
the first game of the playoffs.
To, like, the Jaguars, I think.
Something like that. Alright,
Yeah.
you want to read off your top 10 quarterbacks of all time?
All right, so top 10 from what I have after this. It's going to go Eli Manning at my 1, Tony Romo, Super Cam. Love my top 3. I think it's great. I think Tony Romo and Super Cam are interchangeable.
I was going to say, I think Cam could be too, but that's fine.
And I think Cam and Romo could be interchangeable. The only reason I had Cam at 3, Romo at 2, is because Romo just has that longevity. He did it for a long, long time. Cam great college player. I mean, he started JUCO and then went Florida and then went Auburn and won a natty at Auburn. Came in the league and just tore it up. I want to say he was rookie of the year. I can't remember if he was or not.
Sounds right. I don't know why he wouldn't.
And then he got to the Super Bowl. But yeah, he just kind of fell off a cliff after that. Really a fan of how good he is as a player. And I got Tyrod Taylor at 4. This is where it kind of gets interesting. Tyrod Taylor at 4, which could be worse. Jay Cutler at 5. Honestly, if I was going to do anything, I'd probably go... I'll do these 3, actually. So I had Tyrod Taylor at 4, Jay Cutler at 5, Fitzmagic at 6. I'd probably go Jay Cutler 4, Fitzmagic 5, Tyrod Taylor 6. That's what I would do, optimally. And then 7's Teddy B, 8 is RG3, 9 is Matt Flynn, and 10 is Sam Bradford. 9 and 10 are probably interchangeable. Matt Flynn had those 2 really good games.
Yeah.
Bradford was a longer starting quarterback, so you could flip those 2.
If you're not a Packers fan, I feel like Matt Flynn's probably an automatic 10 on this list. But there's just so many good memories with Matt Flynn, man.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I feel really good about my list. I'd probably take 4 Tyrod Taylor and move him 2 slots down below Fitzmagic. So Cutler would be 4, Fitzmagic 5, Tyrod Taylor 6. And then you could interchange 9 to 10 with Matt Flynn and Sam Bradford.
Nice. I think you played the game pretty well. All right, Kaleb, you ready for yours?
Oh, no. Yeah.
So, I literally just came up with 10. Well, I didn't come up with these characters.
Okay. Yeah.
I wrote just the first 10, fictional characters that came to my head.
Oh, boy. Okay.
This is going to be whack. Okay. Number 1, we got Donald Duck.
Okay.
Gotta be top 5.
You thinking top 5? I was gonna say, I don't know, man.
Maybe a 6 or 7.
Yeah, I'm thinking 7 for Donald Duck. He's iconic. But his voice,
We got Buster Moon from Sing.
Dude, he's just a grumpy guy. The entire Sing one.
He had the whole cast on his back, dude. How could he not be grumpy?
He's just so grumpy most of the movie. I'll put him at 8.
Okay. We got Gwen from Spider-Verse.
Gwen's pretty goated. We'll put Gwen at 5.
Okay. We got Jessie from Toy Story.
Jesse's also pretty goated. Super sad backstory. We'll throw Jesse at 3.
Okay. We got Fletcher from Whiplash.
Oh, he is a great character.
As a person, he's probably 10.
Yeah, but as a character, he's great. Oh no. Wow. We'll put Terrence at number 4.
Number 6, I've got Beast from X-Men.
This is an insane list. What? I do like Beast a lot. He's kind of a weenie though.
Bestiality.
We'll throw Beast at the 6.
Yeah. Next, I got Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
You have 1, 2, 9, and 10. That's tough.
Caleb always plays this game of putting everyone in the middle.
Yeah.
And then waiting until the end gets screwed over.
Yeah. Beast also a huge grumpy guy.
Yeah.
He's kind of reformed by the end. He's kind of reformed at the end. He makes everyone happy at some point. We'll throw him at the 2.
Next, I got Paul Atreides from Dune.
Oh.
You watch Dune?
Nah, I don't watch a lot of like. Is that an animated movie or no?
No.
I didn't think so.
That's the Sina Gaib. Those memes.
I haven't seen those ones.
Really?
Dude, our 40
That was
pages
all
are way
over.
different.
I'm gonna have to put him at 1. He has a crazy character arc in the Dune movies. Oh my god.
Princess Leia.
Oh yeah, you're screwed.
Yeah. Yeah. She's
2.5.
gonna have to go at 9.
Last I got Ned Leeds.
Is that an easy 10?
He's the chubby guy that's friends with Spider-Man in the new movie.
Oh man, that dude's he's top 5 for me.
Alright, you
Wow.
want to name your top 10 fictional characters of all
Of all time, yeah. At number 1, I've got Paul Atreides from Dune. At
That's
number,
a good pick.
honestly, yeah, I'm not mad about that at all. At number 2, I've got Beast from Beauty and the Beast. At number 3, I've got Jesse from Toy Story. Number 4, I've got Terrence Flesher from Whiplash.
Deep in my bag.
Yeah, he's like. At number 5, I've got Spider-Gwen. At number 6, I've got Beast from X-Men. At number 7, I've got Donald Duck. At number 8, I've got Buster Moon. At number 9, I've got Princess Leia. And at number 10, I've got Ned Leeds. Oh, what a list.
Princess Leia should. Like,
Yeah.
that's really, yeah.
Yeah.
You just gotta be more confident with your list, man. You always put them in the middle, and then you get stuck with 1 and 10.
This happens to me every time.
That's okay. How'd you change it? I know you changed Princess Leia.
Oh, I'd definitely put Leia up in, like... I'd switch Leia in, like, Beast. And then I'd probably put Beauty and the Beast at, like, 7. So it'd be, like, Paul... Dude, this music is really catching me off guard.
You gotta learn to love again. I don't remember who sings that song. That's across the street.
Yes. Yeah.
This happens all the time.
Dude, we have neighbors that they'll play like some country music loud as all get out next door. And we'll be outside, like just like hanging out as a family or whatever. And they'll be playing on like this janky ass radio. Music's so loud, and it's like, it's just so. It's like, dude, turn off your music.
That's like, yeah. Anyways,
Um.
it feels like one of those things that's just like playing in your head, but it's not. It's like
Yeah.
quiet, but it's also loud. Anyways, sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, I'd probably bring Leia up at 2. So it'd be like Paul, Leia. I still think Jesse's a great character, though.
Yeah, you gotta have Jesse in the top
Yeah.
5.
For sure. I don't know. Beast from X-Men, also a big whiny baby at that one moment where it's like...
Dude, he folded so hard.
Yeah, he did. He was like,
He could have banged Mystique, and he was like, nah.
I'm gonna cure myself. And then he got big and blue and hairy. It's like, okay, buddy. So you could probably go down a little bit. I think Buster would probably be my
I was
10.
gonna say, it was like one of the first ones I came up with, but then I finished the list, and I'm like, that's an automatic 10, probably.
Yeah. It'd probably go like Buster, Donald, and then Ned, and then X-Men Beast, and then Beauty and the Beast, and that's really getting me. Something along those lines. So.
Cool. All right.
Question. Before we get into fantasy quarterbacks, I'm about to sneeze, so it's gonna pop up soon. So if you need to turn away, that's why. Hold up, it's coming. No diddy.
Wow.
It went away. All right, cool. So, do you guys ever go through like YouTube video phases where you just watch like one type of a YouTube video for like a super amount of time? Like, I'll give you an example. These last few weeks, the amount of Sidemen Among Us I've been watching is absurd.
No, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
My screen time is shot up just because of Sidemen Among Us.
Yeah, dying like of sickness this past week, and I watched Queso play Family Feud for probably 6 hours straight. I was fucking dying, but I was also like laughing my ass off just watching Queso. Yeah, no, yes, 100%.
What
Yes.
about you? What have you been watching?
Lately it's been a lot of like Elden Ring like builds because I've just been playing that because I suck at the game. But it's like you can do a lot of cool stuff in it. So
I know
yeah.
you be binging Salt Shack podcast when you're bored.
You know it. I think the newest one has 10 views, and I'm probably like, actually, I don't know how many.
I'm
No,
all
it's,
10.
I was like, I'm 8 of them. So,
Yeah, you watched our VOD of us playing Mario Kart over and over and over. Yeah. All right. Top 10 fantasy quarterbacks. Let's start with our honorable mention. I'll go first. We can just go in a line.
so like, you'll do your 5, I do my 5, he does his
and then
5,
we'll
or
do
1,
10,
1, 1.
9, 8.
All right, perfect.
So this is kind of like a shot in the dark, kind of like, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I have Aaron Rodgers. You don't know how he's going to come back this year, but you never know. I have Kirk Cousins, like always a fantasy like sleeper. He's never like a top 5 quarterback, but like he's always up there, and he's got hella weapons and
100%.
I've got Tua, literally just because of Tyreek Hill and Waddle. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I have Brock Purdy. He's just surrounded by
Dudes.
yeah. And then this was one that I was very on the fence about, but everyone has him in their like top 6. I've been looking Anthony Richardson.
Oh, I totally forgot about him, honestly.
He is a very big wild card this year. He could be amazing. I remember it was either I think it was Paulie had him, and he would get like 30 points, and then he like the one game he started, he got hurt in like the first quarter,
Yeah.
and he was done. So
Now that you mention him, he might be like one of my like sleeper quarterbacks that I take a look at. Oh, I totally just realized I'm totally forgetting someone in my top 10. But you know what? It's
you
whatever.
can always add him right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
But like everyone has them in that. So there's the tier 1 of like we'll get to them like top 5 quarterbacks, and then he's right below at 6. And I don't know if I could draft him that high.
Yeah.
It's pretty tough. So that's why he's at my honorable mention.
He'd probably be like a second quarterback I pick up. Like I'd probably take my number 1 guy, and then I would take Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, that's fair.
But all right, for my honorable mentions, first one, this one's out there. I feel like every year, for the last few years, you've had a rookie quarterback who's just gone off. Last year, perfect example, C.J. Stroud. Dude went
That
crazy.
was awesome.
Yeah, and it's so much fun to watch. And I think someone who's similar to C.J. Stroud's game is Jaden Daniels.
Yes, that is someone that I was very much considering for my honorable mentions. He is ranked a lot higher among fantasy people than I thought. He's like top 15 on like CBS.
Yeah.
But I can see it. I don't think he has the weapons to be like top
Yeah.
10. Maybe he'll be like
I
an
agree.
outlier top 15 this year though.
Because I think he has Terry McLaurin, so he has Scary Terry. And then he has Eric Bieniemy, which for people who might watch the podcast and don't know a lot about football, when Mahomes first started his career in Kansas City, he had Andy Reid, offensive genius, great coach. He also had Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy, he's the one who turned Sam Howell into a like 30-something touchdown quarterback last season.
He was a gunslinger last year.
Yeah, granted, he threw a lot of picks, but he had a lot of touchdowns too, with minimal weapons.
Yeah. Dude, it's so weird he's a Seahawk now. I
Yeah.
keep forgetting he got traded or whatever. It's so
Yeah,
weird.
I'm a huge Sam Howell fan. Sam Howell, Matt Corral, love those guys.
Is Corral still in the NFL? I thought he was in the
He was in the XFL. I don't know if he's in the NFL right now,
It's
but
a shame because he was looking really good coming out
he's
of
a
college.
dude.
Yeah.
Dude. But yeah, all right, I'll speed this up. Jared Goff. Jared Goff, I don't think he's in my top 10 because I don't think the Lions run the ball so well that they don't always have to pass the ball like some of these other people do. But yeah, so I think with the amount that they run the ball, it's going to hurt him in fantasy just because he's not going to be throwing the ball as much. But J-Mo will be back. Amon-Ra St. Brown just got paid a bag. So I think they have 2 stud receivers. They also have Laporta, who's a dude.
Yeah.
And
That
so
was such
that'll
a
be.
bullshit pick about him because Jeffrey drafted him for Tyler, and then
Yep.
fucking got him. Of course, that's
Yep.
so bullshit.
Seriously. But yeah, so Goff's honorable mention. Brock Purdy, same reason as you. He's got dudes around him. Again, they run the ball so well. They have CMC, so it's gonna be tough for him to just rack up points like nobody's business. And against really good defenses last year, he struggled. The Ravens, perfect example. The Packers, he didn't have a great game. The Packers threw away that game.
That was fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm still so mad about that. That's
Yeah.
fucked.
It was tough. Kyler Murray, he's there just because that dude fast as all get out. He's coming off his ACL. I can't remember if he's going to be good. Is he good to start the season? Or did he come in the middle of last season?
He played like the last, because I literally had him on my fucking IR the entire year, because I thought he'd come back earlier last year. He came back like the last 4 games.
Okay, I couldn't remember. But yeah, Kyler Murray, he's got Marvin Harrison now. He's got Mike Wilson, who was kind of on the rise. Shane Steichen is their head coach. I can't remember. Shane Steichen go to Indianapolis.
Steichen's in Indianapolis. I think it's like Gannon.
Yeah, Rich Gannon.
Yeah.
Rich Gannon's in Arizona. And so...
Such a quirky guy.
Yeah, he's funny. Yeah, Kyler Murray's my honorable mention. And then my last one's Josh Allen. He's got Keon Coleman, which we'll see how he does. He's a freak of nature. I wanted the Packers to take him. But Bills got him. They got...
Florida State. So
yeah. No, you're good. And then they got Shakir. And then they got Gabe Davis as well. So I think they could be in a good spot. And Josh Allen is just such a athlete, such a good athlete that he could make a big impact. Gabe's gone? Oh, yeah, you're right. That's fine. That's why it's an honorable mention. So. Oh, and they got a Dalton Kincaid. Love Dalton Kincaid.
He was a beast for you for a couple of those games.
Yeah, he was.
He was just a reception machine.
Yeah, he's a dude. He's like Travis Kelce.
Yeah. Alright, what you got?
This is the classic Kaleb pick. We got Russell Wilson. Just cause I had him last year and I watched his all of his games because he's my quarterback.
I'm excited to see him in
Yeah.
Steelers, though.
Yeah, for sure. And then this whole team kind of abandoned him, but we got Herbert. Like, he always does pretty solid, but like
that was crazy seeing him ranked 18th for CBS. He's always like top 6, and that's crazy. Like
yeah, it's so sad.
Dude.
But he could be really good. Depends on what he does with his team. It's tough.
Didn't they drafted like a dog at wide receiver? I swear to God.
It was the dude from... Oh my God, it was the dude from Georgia, McGonagall or something like that.
Yeah, dude,
That white dude.
Yeah. Anyways, keep going.
We got Aaron Rodgers. Hopefully.
McConkey, sorry.
Yeah.
No, you're good. Aaron. Hopefully he stays healthy. Then he could be like very, very good. I've got Anthony Richardson. Just because like we saw him play a couple of games, and then it was like, oh. Okay, but
Yeah,
he's got crazy potential, and then I've got Baker.
Yeah,
dude. Oh damn, yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah, no, I mean Godwin wasn't great, but Mike Evans, man.
This is totally me being a hypocrite, because usually I'm like against guys leaving, but I'm surprised Mike Evans was loyal and stayed with the Bucks. Honestly, I thought he for sure was going to Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. The Chargers also drafted, or they didn't even did they draft? Yeah, they drafted Brandon Rice, Jerry Rice's son.
Oh yeah, out of Colorado
He's a
State.
dog.
Or was he at Colorado? Oh, it was USC. Yeah, you're right.
With Caleb Williams. Yeah, they just had like the most mid receiver room. Quinn Johnson. I watched him drop a wide open pass in person. DJ Chark, just a waiver machine.
Yeah.
Josh Palmer.
Waiver machine.
Yeah.
But it was Jeffrey's like number 2 receiver last year.
Pretty sure I traded it to him.
I'm pretty sure you did. You somehow like finessed like Christian Kirk out of him for like Palmer and like someone else.
Oh yeah, because I had like an overload of running back, so I'll give you a running back.
But yeah. Okay. So my number 10, I have Kyler Murray. I honestly could not name like that many people that he can throw to,
Mhm.
but he's got little legs that can run really fast,
Yeah.
and he's got a cannon arm when he wants to. I really wish Kyler got traded this offseason. I thought for sure he was going to Minnesota before the draft, but I don't think people trust him right now, which honestly kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
'Cause he's very injury prone. So
Yeah. He's been tough.
mhm.
It's just tough. For my 10, I kind of had like a 10A and a 10B.
Okay.
Mostly because I forgot about one of them. Rodgers is my 10A. I forgot about him.
That's kind of
That's fair.
Because I just think he's coming back. He's gonna have a vengeance. Best thrower of the football of all time. You got Garrett Wilson. You got Brees Hall. I feel like they have one other dude receiver solid. I feel like they drafted somebody.
I'm so amped about Bryce Hall this year. He's gonna be so good.
Yeah, 100%. And then 10B, Kirko Chains. I don't think he's gonna be ready to start the season.
Really? You don't think so?
Well, I mean, he blew out his Achilles.
Yeah.
And that was earlier in the year. Last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was like week 3-ish.
Jets got Mike Williams.
That's what it
you're
was.
thinking about.
But yeah, so I think Kirko Chains will have Kyle Pitts, he'll have Drake London, Tyler Algier, Bijan Robinson. I think he'll just be in a good spot to beat that borderline 10-11 fantasy quarterback.
Sleeper pick, Rondale Moore, receiver.
He'll be a good gadget guy,
Yeah.
especially with that new coaching staff down there.
At number 10, I've got Brock Purdy,
Nice.
just because he's got literally like some of the best weapons.
I
like
was really
100%.
considering putting him at like 10 because it's just like
It-
he's just got so
yeah.
many people to throw the ball
Yeah.
to.
it's insane. I'm a very low key 49ers fan.
Yeah, it's because he loved deep.
I do. He loves me too.
Do you think Brandon Ayuk's gonna get traded? He's
Uh,
talking crazy about going to the Commanders. Could you imagine though?
That'd be sick.
Yeah,
That'd be
super
awesome.
cool.
I think it'd be fun. Honestly, if he wants to go to the Commanders, I'd root for it. Like, I'd say, yeah, let's do it. But who they'd have to give like I think they'd probably give a second and like a 5th round pick, or a 3rd and a 5th round pick, because picks are so valuable.
It'd make your new franchise quarterback happy too.
Yep.
They're like besties, so yeah.
Because they're at Arizona State together.
Mm-hmm. All right, my number 9. This might be a bit high, but you never know. I had Jared Goff.
Oh, that's fair.
I think Goff is going to throw a lot. I know they have the two-headed machine running back system going on, but I could see Gibbs taking like a 60-yard screen to the house, and you never know with Jameson Williams.
Yeah.
Like, he is so, like, I don't know what's happening. But,
100%.
so, yeah.
For my 9, I got Jalen Hurts. He was a guy that I was on the fence about, but I mean, you have Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown. You're going to do really good things. Now you got Saquon, too. Like, good things are bound to happen. Teams are going to have to load the box, and then you'll have a lot of play action stuff, which I know they love to do. They just got a new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator. That team's going to be scary.
Could you imagine if they actually had competent coordinators last year?
Yeah, seriously.
Those two that they hired seemed like they had no idea what they were
And
doing.
it's so tough to make a switch like that mid-season. Even like towards the end of the season, like if you could be struggling offensively and then just make like a brand new person your offensive coordinator, play caller, it's so different. Like you have to be in the same system. Granted, I don't know if they changed systems that much. There might have been a couple nuances, but that's such a hard thing to do.
That and because their defense obviously wasn't great, and then they went to Matt Patricia, which is just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he's a special teams guy.
He's not good as a defensive guy, and then they would just literally get blown out after that. It's like, yeah, tough.
Yeah. All right. Who's your Niner?
At 9, I've got Josh Allen. Obviously, what?
You guys have him really low for me.
We
He's
will
higher.
find
ask
out
anybody.
if
Yeah, no, he's gonna run. I'll get to him later.
we'll find out if it's him who can sling the ball or if it was Diggs who could just take it.
Diggs was a no-show at the end of the year. I don't think it was completely Josh Allen's fault.
Never gave him the ball.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It's just tough. He lost a lot of his team. It's like, ugh.
At number 8, I got Joe Burrow. He's got a big question mark. I love Joe Burrow though. He's got so much aura. It's crazy. Like that LSU run, one of my favorite college football years ever.
Oh, for sure.
He was so fun to watch. But he's got weapons. Tyler Boyd left.
Higgins is spot to leave.
I was gonna say, did Higgins ever get traded or no?
No, he's still they franchise tagged him, and then he asked for a trade, but he hasn't been traded yet.
Because there's so many rumors of him going to the Panthers, I couldn't remember if that was like already happened or if that was just like smoke. But I think Joe Burrow can work with like younger guys too.
Oh yeah,
like,
for sure.
As long as he stays healthy, which has been such a struggle as of late, I think he'll be pretty good this year.
Mm-hmm. For my 8, I got the man, the myth, the legend, Caleb Williams.
Nice.
Huge Caleb Williams fan. I don't love that he paints his nails, but I mean, like, hey, you do what you want to do, like, go for it. It doesn't really affect how he plays as a quarterback.
I feel like that's such like a who cares, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
it's
100%.
Really not a big deal.
Like, it's not gonna affect the way you throw a football, so I don't really care. But yeah, I think he's gonna be a dude with the Bears. You got Kmet, you got DJ Moore, you got Keenan Allen, you got Rome Dunze, you got DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
Like, we're just naming
Oh my
studs
God.
after studs after studs. They've got
another
those.
tight end, too?
I can't remember. They got the Twin Towers
Did they
at
take Tunyon?
tackles. They got the dude from it was like Braxton Jones or something. They got their right guards really good. Their center's kind of mad. Their center's kind of the weak point of their offense.
They signed Gerald Everett too. Not that he's a dog or anything, but he's.
I mean,
he's
he
a
makes
good
plays.
backup.
Yeah, he makes plays. I'll give you some flashes. Like you're not gonna have a huge step back when Cole Kmet comes off the field.
No, definitely not.
But yeah, so Caleb Williams at my 8. I'm really excited to watch him play. I think he's kind of got like that calm ego. He has an ego, but I think he can put it in check, and he's got a good reason to have an ego. I
You a
think.
fan of the bear thing he's been doing on all of his pictures? He's trying to get that. He's trying to get that thing.
Honestly, I haven't even seen it. I don't even know if I follow him on social media. But I'm a really big fan of him. So that's gonna be my 8.
So the only reason I know about that is because I follow this guy on TikTok. His name's Connor Burns, and he's the biggest Bears fan ever.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
And he fucking throws a huge fit after they lose, and it's so funny.
It's so
He's
good.
like going to the Packer game week 17 week 18. He was like, "It's time! It's finally time we beat the Packers." And after the game, he's like, "Fuck this team! I fucking hate this team!" And he was the biggest Justin Fields guy of all time. The instant after that game, he's like, "I think we gotta move on from Justin Fields." Jesus Christ, dude! Come on.
Caleb Williams doesn't need a haircut though.
Is he looking raggedy or something? Oh boy.
I don't know. I'm gonna try to hold this as still as possible. Maybe Bryce can zoom in on it later when we're editing. But he looks like
When I do the TikToks, when you say the person, I'll put their headshot up. So
At number 8, I've got Tua, just because he's got.
it's just because of.
Yeah, it's Tyreek and Waddle, like monsters.
I don't know if this is a hot take, but I'm honestly kind of happy the Dolphins didn't give him the max or whatever it was.
Tua.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they were like, everyone's like, you should probably pay him. Like, I think this should be like a prove-it year for Tua.
Oh, I
Because,
agree.
like, he crumbles in the playoffs so bad every year, and it's like there's a whole health concern thing going into last year because of the concussions from the year prior. He didn't really get injured that much last year, but he didn't play great either. So it's like, yeah, it sucks because he's a great guy. Like all the Hard Knocks in season stuff was fun to watch because he's a cool guy off the field. But like, if you can't perform well, I don't think you should.
Yeah, I agree.
So, number 7, I got Dak Prescott. If CD stays,
No, that's valid.
because CD's big Angie right now.
No cap.
Yeah, one of my sleeper picks last year,
Yeah.
because I literally picked him and I went, oh fuck, I'm stuck with Dak. And he was a top 5 quarterback, which was crazy. Obviously, in the playoff game I had, he got like 18 points, which is just like,
Go back, go. Actually, no, I wasn't against the Packers. Never mind.
No. Well, it was the fantasy playoffs.
Yeah,
So I don't
it was
know
against the Lions, I think.
something like that. Yeah, it was Lions. And yeah, I mean, he can be really good. And then there's like the game against like the 49ers last year, we got like 8 points. And I was like,
Ooh.
Yeah.
so. But I feel like he's going to go a lot higher this year, which is going to make me not want to pick him because he was a great 8th round pick last year.
Yes,
I don't
for
think
sure.
he can be a good like 3rd or 4th round pick. So.
No, I got it.
Yeah.
For my 7, I'm going Tua. You got Jalen Waddle, you got Tyreek Hill, you got Devon Achane. He's just going to be a stud.
Yep.
I'm really excited to see this next year, this offense kind of develop.
And it's like, I love their coach too, but like if they're going to keep choking, I don't know how much longer you can keep them.
Yeah, that makes sense. What do you got?
Number 7, I also have Dak Prescott. Like, Cowboys didn't really change their team at all, so I'm kind of expecting.
Yeah,
well,
it's
Pollard.
It's a little sus because
Yeah.
you'd think they'd want to add someone.
Yeah. So I'm kind of expecting the same results out of them.
Make the playoffs, lose instantly.
Yeah. That's okay with me.
Mike McCarthy must have dirt on the Cowboys or something. I don't know how he's the coach. Number 6, got Jordan Love.
Oh, that's valid. I like it.
Yeah, dude. Once he starts cooking up this year, he had a really slow start last year. The first 8 weeks were super, like, whatever. And then he, like, started going crazy. And I was like, that's awesome. And in our league, it sucked because poor Greg was starting every week because it was his first round pick.
Yeah.
And he couldn't play Jordan Love because it was just like, I can't sit my first round fucking Patrick Mahomes guy.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
Shucks.
But, we've just got so many weapons. It's exciting. I'm, like, very scared for the Eagles game. But
I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be really exciting.
Well,
Playing in Sao Paulo.
you think they're going to wear green?
No, I don't think they're... I don't think it'll probably be a white on white versus their the Eagles black jerseys.
That would be ideal.
Yeah.
I don't know why they picked 2 green teams for Brazil. That's crazy.
Well, it's not even because of like gang violence or anything. It's just because Brazil's
The rival or whatever.
yeah, their biggest soccer rival is green, and so they never allow teams to, or if a fan comes in wearing green, they get kicked out. So anything like that. But again, that's for soccer, so we'll see how it is for NFL. For my 6, I have Dak. I mean, you got CD. You got Jake Ferguson. Fergie. That's a UW guy.
Legend.
Yeah. So that's just kind of self-explanatory. He's my 6.
Kind of worried about the running back situation, though.
Yeah.
They'll be all right.
They could have signed Henry. I'm pretty sure Henry really openly was like, I would have signed with the Cowboys if they offered me, and then they didn't. And now they got Zeke again, which is like...
And they got Pollard still, right?
No.
Where'd Pollard go? Tennessee?
Tennessee, yeah. Tennessee could be a sleeper team. They got a lot of, like, rusty veterans on their team. Yeah.
And they got Calvin Ridley.
Washed.
At number 6, I have Jared Goff. Just because I didn't really pay attention to Amon-Ra that much until...
He's going to be a dog. Did you see that he tore his thing? He tore his, He tore one of his muscles off the bone week 4 last year and played the entire season.
Yeah, it's nuts.
And still got 1,200
Oh my
yards
God.
after that. That's insane.
Yeah, because he finished with 1,517.
Yeah. Where'd you pull that from?
I saw a clip. It was on Twitter, and there was just this coach talking about how important it is to write your goals out. And Amon-Ra's 2023 season goals was 1,500 yards, 10-plus touchdowns, 150 receptions. And he finished with 17 yards, 10 touchdowns, 119 receptions.
Can you imagine if the Packers just, like, went out of their way to draft a receiver every once in a while? Like, I get they're doing better now, but I was such a big Amon-Ra fan in college, and we had Equinemius at the time, too, so I was like, perfect, let's get Amon-Ra, too. And then the Lions drafted him. I was like, are you fucking serious?
Wasn't he like a 5th-round pick?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it could have just been like, that's our zone of drafting receivers, too, back in the day. We loved 5th-round, 6th-round wide receivers.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah.
All right, who's your 6? Oh, no, you had Goff. Sorry.
Goff.
That's how we started the conversation.
Yeah. This might be high, but that push might go crazy. I got Jalen Hurts. I like hope he was working on his throwing. He missed some crazy passes last year Nords towards the end. And you never know how you like. Obviously, Jason Kelsey hurts. I don't know how the tush push is going to look without him, but I think with Saquon, who can bench like 700 pounds behind him, is going to be a pretty solid option as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my biggest issue with Jalen Hurts is how much will Saquon take from him, because I think they're going to feed Saquon, and like any like Giants game they have, I bet Saquon's going to get like 200 plus yards on the Giants. Because did you watch any of the like Giants front office show?
I've seen a couple of clips of their GM, like Brandon Schoen or something, whatever his name is. I saw a couple clips of it. I saw his phone call. But...
Crazy. He was just like, so we're gonna let you test the market, but you're gonna be a Giant, right? Saquon's like, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah. I mean, they got weapons too. They got AJ Brown. They got Devonta Smith. They got.
Yeah.
Like. Yeah. I think he's gonna be for sure at least a top 10 fantasy quarterback this year.
Yeah, so, definitely.
Yeah. For my 5, I got Lamar. I mean, he's running everywhere. He's got Zay Flowers with another year. They've got oh my gosh, I can't remember who their running backs are. Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
He's gonna look so fired in that black uniform.
Seriously. But yeah, Lamar's pretty simple. You got Zay Flowers. You got that offense. He's gonna be running the rock. The only reason I didn't put him higher is because he's not gonna be passing the ball as much. I feel like they'll be running a lot with Derrick Henry. So that's why I got him at 5.
Number 5, I've got CJ Stroud. Just because they've got Diggs and Joe Mixon and Tank right now. It's like...
Nico Collins.
Dude. It's like, oh my God. I'm very excited to watch them.
Pick Otto stole from me that I was so pissed about. I had Nico on my like sleeper list, and I was like 2 picks away, and he stole them. I was like... And he was so good last year. All right, we had 4.
Yep.
This is my Josh Allen pick.
Crazy.
It's gonna be tough because wide receivers are, I don't know.
Pass.
Yeah.
I hope Keon Coleman goes crazy though.
Yeah, that would be cool to watch.
But like CBS still has him at like 1 and 2, and I'm like, I don't think I can do that.
Yeah.
That's why he's at 4 for me. I think, and he's got. I don't know. I just feel like he's going to run the ball a lot this year, and hopefully he can get his turnover stuff figured out. That was really bad last year.
Yeah, it was. It's always been bad, I feel
like.
For my 4, I got J Love and the Myth Legend. I feel like he's just going to take a huge another step. You look at the way he finished from the second half of last season, starting at like week 9 on the entire second half. He was arguably the best quarterback in the NFL. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Packer fan. I'm saying that because legit, statistically, he was the best quarterback in the NFL, or a top 2 or 3.
If he played the way he did the entire year, I think he would have been a lock for MVP.
Oh, yeah.
Because Lamar, like, barely got it. And he was, like, he played, like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no.
But yeah, so, I mean, he's another year in the system. You have Josh Jacobs. So you have... I hate saying that he's a better running back than Aaron Jones is because I love Aaron Jones, but if you look at it, he's a better running back.
Right now, at least, he's a better running back. I think.
He's making the same amount as Aaron Jones was, and he's 2.5 years younger than him with a lot less.
Is he only 2 years younger? I thought he was like 4 or 5 years younger.
No, he's I'll tell you right now.
Because I thought Aaron Jones was like 32 or something like that.
No, Aaron Jones is like 29. Aaron Jones, yep, he's 29. Josh Jacobs, I want to say it's 26.
I'm pretty sure he's young.
Yeah, he's 26.
Yeah. Damn. That's crazy. I was for sure thinking Aaron Jones was like 30 or something.
You mean he's close, but he's got that hairline. But yeah.
His hairline is crazy.
Yeah. J Love, number 4, lock it in.
I like the pick.
I also have Jordan Love at number 4.
Yes, sir. Do some.
Yeah, just because he's got options. We have no, like, stud receiver.
Yeah.
But if he gets him the ball, it's still points for him. And we'll get Josh Jacobs at receiving touchdown.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Josh to draft Josh Jacobs. He just loves picking up those Packer players.
Yeah, he does. Any Packers running back, man, Josh always has them.
What are you feeling about Aaron Jones? I'm thinking I'm not gonna like even think about drafting him
No, I won't think about it.
because like I'm scared of his
So-
health, man.
There's so many other
injury
options.
prone. It's
If he like drops me in like the 6th maybe. Or
Yeah.
5th, but I doubt that. I bet someone like, oh, it's Aaron Jones, and they'll pick him like the 34th.
it'll be
So,
Greg.
Yeah, it's gonna be Greg.
Not realizing he's
Greg-
on.
Greg with his like the 3rd rounder, 4th rounder Paulie gave him. He's gonna be like, yeah, that's my Aaron Jones pick.
Yeah.
All right, number 3. I got CJ Stroud. I am so excited about CJ Stroud this year. And like I'm super like anti-Ohio State, but it's cool seeing one of them turn out one of these times because all the quarterbacks suck going to the NFL. And he's just got so many weapons. Like his top 3 are like arguably the best in the entire NFL.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got Stroud at 3.
I'm going Burrow. I think he's always been like a really, really, really good quarterback when you've ever seen the league. Obviously, he has to bounce back from that wrist injury. I think he'll be okay. Yeah, I think he's going to have Jamar Chase. He's going to have T. Higgins. Hopefully, Higgins plays. He loses Mixon, but I think they'll be okay because the running back is so dependent on an offensive line. So we'll see how Joe Burrow does, but I think I'm putting him at 3 just because I'm a bank on the fact that he's just going to do his thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that they had their rookie from Illinois last year was doing really good.
Oh, Chase Brown?
Yeah, he was really good at the end of the year, but I don't know if he's going to start. I'm pretty sure they picked up Zach Moss or something like that.
Yeah, you're right. They did pick up Zach Moss.
Which isn't amazing, but he was pretty good for fantasy last year.
Yeah, with Bills.
So.
Yeah. 3, Joe Burrow. Joey B. Joe Burr.
At number 3, I've got, Patrick Mahomes. What? They've got Hollywood this year?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
And Xavier Worthy.
Yep.
Yeah.
The fastest receivers in the NFL.
Yeah. So, I mean, they've got some guys on their team that don't make smart choices at all. So they get
Jesus Christ.
So that's kind of
Rashee Rice is such a fucking moron, dude. He's such a good football player. I don't know why he has to be so fucking stupid. I thought for sure, because, like, obviously I heard of him going into last year. Like, he was a really good player in college. But, like, I thought for sure he was just one of those, like, stay quiet, not do much dumb shit. And then he just continuously was doing dumb shit all of this offseason.
So Dallas does, man. SMU, they're in Dallas. So he was staying there. I think he's from Dallas originally. But,
yeah. He could be, like, a really good, like, late round steal for, like, the second half of the year. But, yeah.
All right, who's your 2? Is it going to be Lamar or Mahomes?
Lamar. I'm very excited to see his running. He's down like 30 pounds or like 15 pounds from last year, which is crazy. He's looking really fast. And my only thing keeping him from 1 is I don't know how much Derrick Henry and the running backs are going to take from him. Because I think they could just 100% feed Derrick Henry like 20 times a game easily. So, yeah.
For my 2, I got Mahomes. I'm about to sneeze. It's coming. Oh, did he?
Just such a sneezy guy.
Allergies, man. All right, anyways.
Bless.
Mahomes is my number 2. He's Mahomes. He's got Hollywood, and he's got Xavier Worthy. They've also got Travis Kelce. And, yeah, I don't know how you can not put him top 3.
I'm like completely with like not reaching on Xavier Worthy, but the fact that the Bills handed them that pick is just like crazy work, especially because they're like actually rivals. Like, I consider that like they're not the same division, but they're like division rivals in a way, and they just gave them Xavier Worthy in the draft.
Their rivalry is similar to like a Wisconsin-Ohio State rivalry, and I say that because the Bills never beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs, and the Badgers never beat Ohio State. So, but I feel like
the Bills will get them in the regular season every once in a while. Within the playoffs, it just
Patty locks in. All right, who's your number 2?
Number 2, I've got Jalen Hurts. Like, as long as they still got the tush push, I feel like they relied very heavily on that.
Yeah.
But that gives him like at least 3 more downs to throw the ball. And Saquon's obviously a dog, so.
I'm like really happy for Jason Kelce's retirement, but I'm surprised he doesn't want to play 1 more year with Saquon. Like he finally gets that A+ running back.
Yeah.
Yeah, my number one's Patrick Mahomes. It's like the really, really, really boring pick, but like I think he's gonna go crazy with the two new receivers they got.
Yeah.
And who knows about Kelsey? Like super like inconsistent last year, but he might be way more open this year with those two speedy guys on the outside and maybe get up the middle. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's tough. I like really didn't want to rank him one, but it's so tough.
Yeah.
The options he has now. So
Yeah. My number one, we want Stroud. And I say that because I think their offensive line is going to be better this year. Again, another year of him under the system. It can't be talked about enough about how much it means having a full another 12 months in the same system that you were in before. And then you add Stephon Diggs, who is a bona fide number one superstar receiver. He's your number one, and then Nico Collins and Tank Dell are 2A, 2B. When, honestly, Nico Collins could go to any team and be a number one. Tank Dell obviously got hurt last year, which sucks.
yeah, is he like getting me ready? I can't remember if it was ACL or not.
I don't think it was ACL. I think he just broke his leg. I'll look it up real
I
quick.
think you're right. I think he broke like his
Tibia or something.
Yeah.
Tank Dell injury. Oh yeah, and then he got shot in May. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So yeah, apparently they said he was looking really healthy 3 weeks after he got shot. So, anyways.
Yeah, I think the shot was a lot like it wasn't like Brian Robinson level of bad where like
where it's life threatening.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just got grazed by a gunshot. Anyways, but yeah, Tank Dell, Nico Collins, and Stephon Diggs, and you got Joe Mixon. Another year in the system, I think he's just gonna be unstoppable. And I think you just can't stop those three dudes.
Did they get Schultz back too? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm really excited to see Stroud play. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks. If I were to get red zone, it'd be specifically just to watch him play.
And number one, I've got Lamar Jackson.
Cool that we all have different.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm a pretty big Ravens fan, like right behind Packers. Yeah, I mean, I think they have the best like tight end duo because when like Isaiah Likely stepped in for Mark Andrews, it's like Mark Andrews was still there. Like oh my God, he was so good. I'm surprised he didn't go to another team to be their number one.
Yeah, I didn't realize how young Mark Andrews was because I was like, this is
What,
probably
28?
Yeah, I thought he was like for sure like in his 30s or something.
Yeah.
So like when Isaiah Likely started popping off, I was like, I don't see how the Ravens just don't trade Mark Andrews now. But like he's still young, like.
And they run so many 2 tight end sets.
Yeah, so.
They don't have like a crazy stud receiver, but like it's kind of like the Packers. Like they've all got options.
Zay Flowers or Rashad Bateman are their kind of main.
Yeah.
And the rest they just want tight ends.
So inconsistent. Remember he was so good that year, and then he's just been so whatever.
Dude, Minnesota.
He was really good in Minnesota. They had Nelson Aguilar.
You can have like 3 games where he goes for 120 in each of them. Yeah, those are good lists.
I'm not really recognizing any of these people. They had changed Malik Cunningham to a wide receiver.
Oh yeah.
From quarter, he's not gonna do anything, but it's still that's fun, I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
Good list today, boys.
Yeah, that was good. Let us know who your favorite or your your number one fantasy quarterback is going into this year.
Put them in the comments.
I'm scared, Well, thanks for coming on the pod.
Of course, got to do
Appreciate
it. It's our typical schedule once a year. You got to make an appearance.
Of course. Did you think about your pick yet?
I was honestly thinking about it. It's probably gonna be. I traded away some draft picks, so I got a lapse in like the 4th and 6th round, I believe. So I gotta get some good, solid picks, and then so I can get my quarterback in like the 5th round.
I'll probably have you pick before our game night coming up at the end of the month, just so.
No, that's perfect. That's cool with me. I'm probably looking at either pick 3 or 4. I might anywhere between 3 and 5 is where I'm looking.
I can always send you your draft pick.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
And you can decide from there. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. And we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Deuces.